Hey everybody, it's Matt here, the TokuDragon. And while this channel is called TokuDragon, and the Toku part is of course for Tokusatsu, the Dragon part is for Dragon Ball Z. So I grew up loving Dragon Ball Z, I grew up loving anime in general, and so when it came to naming this channel, I wanted to end up combining both worlds. And when talking about today's topic for this video, it definitely combines both worlds. Because today we're talking about Ultimate Muscle getting a Blu-ray release, a home video release for the first time in full in the US. So let's get to that right now. Actually, before we do, I want to say if you're a fan of Tokusatsu, then this show definitely will be up your alley. If you're a fan of pro wrestling, this show will definitely be up your alley. This is superhuman pro wrestling with a Tokusatsu aesthetic because it is a kind of a little bit of a parody, at least aesthetically, of Ultraman. So I do definitely recommend this on those grounds alone. As someone who grew up with Power Rangers, this show definitely made me sit back and go, oh, this is very unique and interesting, just combining that world with pro wrestling. So this Blu-ray went up on Right Stuff last week, and by the way, I will be linking it down in the description box down below, and it is currently $48.97, which is on sale from its retail price, $69.95. When it comes to stuff on Right Stuff, usually its pre-order sale is actually, or its pre-order price rather, is on sale from its retail price, although it seems like everything on Right Stuff is on sale in some way or another. So when it comes to this in particular, by the way, it should be noted that the caveat here is that it is dub only. Now, why in 2023 would there be a dub only release? Well, here's the thing. So when I was a kid and I first discovered Ultimate Muscle on TV, on Foxbox of all places, it was edited. And it was actually done by 4Kids. So you can't just throw that version on a set with the Japanese version without essentially being double the disc and double the space. Also, when you look at some other things that have been done by 4Kids in the past that have been finally picked up by Discotech, they did Sonic X, they also did Shaman King, their pattern is release the dub first, release the sub second. You can see where this is going. So when it comes to this show, is this dub, which I do think was good, but is this going to be the best representation of Ultimate Muscle? No. Am I going to be purchasing it anyway? Yes, because this is actually the first time this is ever going to be released in the US, as I've been mentioning over and over, so I definitely do want to check it out. And I do think that in this one case, and I don't normally say this, I feel like normally it's a company just kind of dangling something over us, but in this case, it does very much seem like yes, and I've heard this online as well, that yes, in this case, they are dubbing, or they are picking up the dubbed version, because they have to then pick up the subbed version. Now, if you don't want to pick up this version, that's perfectly fine. I totally understand. I do think, though, that it is worth it, even though, yes, it is the dubbed version. I do think it's worth it because of the fact that we will eventually be getting the subbed version that, from what I know, has never been released here in any form or fashion, even fan translations, none of that. You know, very few episodes have, but generally, though, it's hard to find online. So this definitely will be the best version to pick up, you know, the subbed version, if not this version for you. If you have any fond memories of it, well, there was no way to watch it until now, really. I've seen some, like, very low quality versions online, so this is definitely the best version to check out. By the way, even though this is on Blu-ray, it is an SD2 Blu-ray. So what is that, if you're unfamiliar with the process? Well, basically to make it easier, not just for them creating it, but also for us, the fans. This is actually an SD version, a DVD quality version on a Blu-ray. So instead of having multiple discs, either on a DVD version, you actually have this Blu-ray, which, yes, it is still technically a Blu-ray. It will work in Blu-ray players, but there are 2 discs for all 77 episodes, again, instead of, like, you know, 10 or something like that. So this is a better bang for your buck, especially at $48.97. And if I didn't mention it before, it's coming out May 30th of this year. Also, something to mention before wrapping this up. So apparently the original masters were in such bad shape that they really had to painstakingly work to make this look good. So apparently, even though, yes, this is an SD2 Blu-ray, you know, quality release, that doesn't mean that it's going to be a piss-poor version that you might see on YouTube or something like that. No, this is going to look really good. So if I can actually find some screenshots, I will put them on screen right now. So it's actually really good to hear that even though, yes, this is going to be a dubbed-only release, this is still going to be the best-looking quality version that you may have ever seen for Ultimate Muscle. So that's really cool. You can see, by the way, the manga is behind me. The manga is currently out of print. So I actually have this version, and you can't tell just by looking at it, but the back is ripped. Literally clean ripped off. Don't remember how that happened. Must have been taking it in my bag or something like that. Clean ripped off. So that sucks, but when you look at the prices for Ultimate Muscle Online, I will never be buying another copy. I will be taking this copy to the grave with me. So when it comes to wanting to get into the series, if you're going to wait for the subbed version, you can do that. If you want to read the manga version, all of it's out of print. Hopefully Viz one day re-releases it. Hopefully this is the catalyst for that. But I do suggest, though, if you want the subbed version, check this version out. And I definitely will be. So, thank you all so much for watching this video. If you like videos like this, please remember to like and subscribe. Thank you all so much. Love you all. Take care. And I hope you tune in next time. So, I'll see you.